Hello, hello. What's going on? Awesome course architects and party peeps. It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. And today we're talking about time, okay? How are you spending yours? So important. This comes up often, especially as high performers, okay? You know, I make these videos for my high performers, my entrepreneurs, business owners, my people who are really driven by purpose, right? And if that is you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop and when I'm live. I'm typically on here, especially if I'm making these for high performers. We're on for 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Getting these messages out really quickly because we have other things to do today. And so that is inspiration for today's message as well. How are you spending your time? How much time are you wasting? It's really all we have is right now. And this came up for me earlier today. I was doing my devotional and reading my Bible, and I was thinking about, I was in Proverbs, and I was thinking about how much wasted time, right? There is in a day, and how to replace that with things that actually are moving the needle forward and driving my purpose, not just reaching those like goals that I have for myself, not just reaching, the things that I desire or want to do, but really using the gifts that God has given me, the talents that He's given me in the most effective way, meaning it's impacting the most people, it's moving His purpose for my life forward. And so I want to drop this off really quickly. Instead of waiting until the end of our lives, I spend a lot of time talking to older people. I think there's so much wisdom in, and let me put this here too, because just because you get older doesn't mean you get wiser. Because like I know you've seen some older people who are a lot less mature or mature than some younger people. But I know that there's so much wisdom to be gained from talking to older people. They are very wise because of the life that they lived, right? Like they've lived more life, they've had more experiences. And so I always extract lessons from their experiences. And this has been one of my favorite things to do since I was a kid, okay? I've always hung around like older people. And so I'm putting this here because if you talk to any older person, a lot of times you'll hear not necessarily that they're sad about some of the regrets that they have, but you'll hear regret, right, in some of their experiences and what they wish they would have done differently. And I'm just putting this here because it's like, why not live your life now based on how you know maybe at the end of your life you're going to wish you lived it? Right? Does that make sense? If you're following me, okay, drop it inside of the chat because I think about this a lot. I'm just going to live now instead of waiting until the end of my life and going, man, I wish I had done that. I wish I had have, made that happen or actually taken advantage of my youth, right? And the things that I could have gotten done while I was living. I want to live my life now in a way that I know thinking forward, I would have wished that I have lived it. And so I want to drop this off right now. Again, your time is all you have. You can't really use money to buy it back, okay? We do want to, and I want to put this here too, because for a long time I was, especially coming from a space of like service and nonprofits and churches and growing up in that way. I appreciate y'all being on this morning. Growing up in that way, it's like I started to think about, not being paid for my services, right? Like I was giving out a lot of things. And here's the thing, in order to create and truly walk in your purpose and create opportunities and create more space for you to enjoy the time that you have, money is necessary, okay? You need more money to make more impact. And so I used to believe the lie that okay, I just got to give everything away for free. You started a business because it is time for you to make more money to have the wealth that you need in order to create the impact and serve truly and fully in the way that you're meant to serve truly and fully. You need money for that. Okay. You need money for that. So again, money doesn't necessarily buy back time, but it does create the space that you need to have more time for you to operate and flow in the gifts and the seasons that you're supposed to be operating and flowing in. And your season and time is right now. Don't wait until later on. Okay. And then be filled with regret about things that you know you could be doing right now. So whatever time you have available, think about how you are using your time. Are you wasting your time? And when I say wasting your time, I mean like with meaningless things that don't really contribute to your gifts, your talents, and the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. Like, see how you can replace that time. And I've been guilty of it too, binging Netflix, okay? when I'm supposed to be doing work. And it's like, then at the end of the day, it's like, oh my God, I didn't have enough time in the day, but you did, but you chose to do something else. Okay. So just make sure that you are actively looking at the time that you have available to you and what it is that you're doing in that time period. Plum Gum, hello. I like your screen name. Is it Perita Loco? Hello. Doing this that are selfless make you feel good though, right? Doing things that are selfless, I'm gonna assume that's what you meant. Yes, and I'm not saying that you can't do things that are selfless. I'm just saying that some of the things that you want to do in your life, you can still do it, but you can also be paid for your services, right? You don't necessarily have to Plum Gum, hello, you can be paid for your services, so you don't have to give everything for free. All right. Bacon, hello, it's good to see y'all all on. If you're interested in packaging your life experiences into the format of courses, whether it be online or face-to-face, if you're interested in moving your business forward, go to jumpfirstacademy.org in order to get started. I'm also teaching a live class today at jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP is where you can go in order to register. I love y'all so much, and I'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Have an amazing day.